Shit, I missed. Fuck.
Hello and welcome back to Friday Night Futsal, and yes, I have completely run out of ideas for intros. Nevertheless, this is our second last game of the season, and we face off against Magikarps. I actually had no idea what a Magikarp was, so I went onto the internet and I found this. I then went onto Google Images and was not disappointed with what I found. Oh, that's what it is. But anyway, the sun was in full view for this Melbourne afternoon, and the boys were pumped and looking for another win. I don't think our opponents went through the same research into what a Magikarp was as I did, as they are all dressed in blue instead of red. But they weren't the only ones in the wrong colour, as we see Ivan modelling the army green instead of the prestigious lemon. Anyway, on to kickoff. Or not, as I kind of wasn't paying attention with the camera. But instead we pick up the action in the midfield with Ivan and Mr. Light Blue Shirt firing some quick passes to each other. But eventually Mr. Light Blue Shirt comes out with the ball and charges down the right hand side. He eventually gets round our defence and picks out their striker, whose easy finish gives them a 1-0 lead within about 3 minutes. After that well worked goal from the Magikarps, our attempt of doing the same falls very flat and ends up with Kieran hitting a spectator in the balls. We soon find possession again though, as Kieran does well to intercept a pass in the attacking half. However, he fails to see Ivan's run, probably due to his camouflage shirt, but instead does a Sam and misses from half a yard away. And just as Sam is rather notorious for fluffing the easiest of finishes, Harry doesn't do much better with his toe-poke long balls as seen here. But to be fair, he can defend when he wants to, which came in handy here as he stops a Magikarp counter-attack. The resulting throw-in is chipped in to Mr. Dark Blue Shirt, whose header is initially saved, but he's there again to smack the rebound past Wallace to make it 2-0. As seen again here, I reckon we need to practice our kickoff tactics, which I'm sure we'd do if we actually did practice. Anyway, it's time for a quick sub, and the new cameraman catches a beautiful shadow shot, reminding us that the sun's out for once. We then just about see Kieran poke the ball past their keeper to get one goal back. No kickoff again, but we pick up the action with Jimmy testing out the Harry throw-in technique, which doesn't work, and soon Wallace has to be on his best form to make a critical save. He then rolls the ball out to Harry, who is caught in possession, and Jimmy's attempt to help him out does the exact opposite, and soon they are through on goal. But luckily for us, their striker moons the ball over the fence. Time for two more substitutions as Sam and Greg, who unlike Ivan made absolutely no effort to find a similarly coloured shirt, storm the pitch. And we pick up play with our opposition playing a throw-in down the line. However, good pressure from Harry and Sam forces the ball back to the Bee Gees and... The disco dancing results in Greg picking up the ball and getting around their defender to find Sam, but he's denied by a brilliant save from their goalie. To be fair on Mr. Bee Gees though, he isn't the only one to faceplant around that area as Greg also hits the deck. Soon though we win a corner, which is blocked and cleared away to find Ronaldo sprinting down the wing. He makes a brilliant effort, but luckily Wallace is equal to it and the score stays 2-1. Soon Wallace hurls the ball towards Greg, who displays some absolute filth to get round two of their players before the ball is cleared to safety. And with that comes half time. A quick team huddle as always, and we're quickly back out for the second half, which starts with Mr. Light Blue Shirt giving the ball to Jimmy, who then tries to find Greg, but forgets not everybody has the legs like a giraffe, and the ball finds their keeper instead. On the second attempt though, Jimmy finds Greg with no difficulty, and he goes off on one of the best solo runs ever seen, getting past their whole team, including the goalie, to safely put the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-2. It's another very exciting kickoff that starts with a few blue passes before the ball is intercepted by Greg. He gives it off to Jimmy, who plays a through ball straight back to him, and he is so close to scoring again, but is denied by the post. Jimmy chases it down though and keeps it in before slipping on what must be a soaking wet pitch. But he gets up and finds Wayne, who goes for the cheeky lob, but their keeper manages to hold on to it. Soon, Magikarps win a throw-in in their defensive half, and do well to get past Kieran. Twice. But it isn't exactly third time lucky for Magikarps, as a misplaced pass works beautifully in Kieran's favour, who proceeds to knock himself out in the most ridiculous diving header in the history of Friday Night Futsal. Back to kick off, and soon Mr. Whiteboots plays a cheeky back heel to their striker, but is intercepted by Jimmy and picked up by Wallace. But apparently that classifies as a back pass, and the ref awards a free kick. B and Rovers line up an outrageous defensive wall, but the free kick manages to miss all of it and find the post instead. Soon we see Harry on the ball, whose typical toe poke miraculously pays off for once as he finds Sam, who in an incredible series of events smacks it past the keeper, producing our goal of the season by a mile. Instant replay.
Oh, you beauty! What a headshot! What a head!
Kick off. And I'm afraid it's back to normal for Harry's long balls, as I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross. Nevertheless, we soon win a corner, which doesn't exactly go to plan as it is blocked and picked up by Mr. Light Blue Shirt. He then goes on another Greg-like run past Ivan and eventually picks out their man in the middle, who slots it home for 4-3. Kick off. And we find Kieran taking a throw in looking for Jimmy, but it's intercepted by Mr. Whiteboots and he looks to counter. Luckily though, it's Greg who saves the day, and he gets fouled not once, not twice, but 3 times by Mr. Light Blue Shirt. But I don't know, maybe the ref was looking elsewhere as he doesn't pick up on any of them. It doesn't take long for Greg to cheer himself up though, as a good ball from Wallace puts him through on goal. He takes full advantage and fires home for 5-3. After the next kick-off, and after some animal cruelty as a yellow giraffe is taken out, the ref blows his whistle for full time. It was good to get back to winning ways after a series of draws and losses. But next week is our final game, so be sure to tune in again then. Leave a like for the and I'll see you next time.